Hi everybody, we're off on another adventure. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the best ways to remember a book. Did you know that one of the best ways to remember a book is to retell it to someone? Today we're going to Australia, the land of the koalas, for our story. And just like when you go on vacation, you sometimes take pictures and then use those pictures to show to your friends where you were and what you did. Just as that, readers can go ahead and take post-it notes or strips of paper and mark the pages in the book that they want to retell. You're thinking of only 5 or 6 different places in the book, and those will be the important ideas, not just a small detail. So as we go through our book today, we're going to be taking a look to see what it is that we think is an important event, marking it, and then using that to retell to someone else. Our book today is Koalaloo by Mem Fox and Pamela Lofts. As we take a look at our cover, we see Koalaloo and her mom. On the back, we see Koalaloo heading down the path. We meet Koalaloo in the story, and we take a look at her mom and when she was little. Then we see the families getting bigger, and Koalaloo is having a hard time. Now we see the sign that says Bush Olympics, and we see Koalaloo doing all kinds of training. As we read our story today, we're going to take post-it notes and just put them in to show where we might stop and tell somebody about the story after we've finished our book. So enjoy Koalaloo by Mem Fox. There once was a baby koala so soft and round that all who saw her loved her. Her name was Koalaloo. The emu loved her, the platypus loved her, and even tough little koala claws next door loved her. Hi everybody, we're off on another adventure. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the best ways to remember a book. Did you know that one of the best ways to remember a book is to retell it to someone? Today we're going to Australia, the land. Enjoy Koalaloo by Mem Fox. There once was a baby koala so soft and round that all who saw her loved her. Her name was Koalaloo. The emu loved her, the platypus loved her, and even tough little koala claws next door loved her. Whenever she stretched in the early morning sun, or climbed a gum tree, or bravely went down the path all by herself, her mother would smile and say, "Koalaloo, I do love you." The years passed, and other koalas were born, brothers and sisters for Koalaloo. Soon her mother was so busy that she didn't have time to tell Koalaloo that she loved her, although of course she did. Every night as she curled up under the stars, Koalaloo thought about the times that her mother had looked at her and said, "Koalaloo, I do love you," and she longed for her to say it again. One night, Koalaloo had a splendid idea. Preparations had begun for the Bush Olympics. She would enter the Olympics. She would compete in the gum tree climbing event, and she would win, and her mother would fling her arms around her neck and say again, "Koalaloo, I do love you." Koalaloo began training right away. She jogged and puffed and lifted weights and panted. She hung from a branch with one claw at a time until she ached. She did push-ups till her stomach hurt, and last of all she climbed the tallest tree she could find over and over and over again. Her mother would watch her and ask, "How you going, Blossom?" "Fine, just fine," Koalaloo would reply. At last the day of the Bush Olympics arrived. Koala Claus had also entered the gum tree climbing event, and everyone knew how fast she was. But Koalaloo wasn't scared. She saw her mother in the crowd and imagined her saying again, "Koalaloo, I do love you," her heart filled with hope. It was Koala Claus who went first. Her climb was a record-breaking 22 meters and 70 seconds flat. The spectators whistled and cheered and wildly waved their party hats. Can I do better than that? Wondered Koalaloo. I must. As she stepped toward the tree, a hush fell over the crowd. On your mark, said the kookaburra. Get set, go. Koalaloo leaped into the tree. Up and up and up she climbed, higher and higher and higher, faster and faster, until there she was, right at the very top. The spectators roared and clapped and stamped their feet. But she wasn't fast enough. In spite of all her training and all her hoping, it was Koala Claus who won the gum tree climbing. Koalaloo came second. Koalaloo went off and hid. She heard the shouts of the Bush Olympics and cried her heart out. When the first stars of evening appeared in the sky, Koalaloo crept home through the dark and up into the gum tree. Her mother was waiting for her. Before she could say a word, her mother had flung her arms around her neck and said, Koalaloo, I do love you. I always have and I always will. And she hugged her for a very long time. I've marked some pages in our book so that when I retell, I can remember the story. Remember to do the same thing when you read your book to someone. Until the next time.